Hello, Terrell, back with another week of Mentor Me TV, and I'm excited. And the reason I'm very excited is because I'm actually getting married on Friday. So yes, this is it's a little bit nerve-wracking and a little bit nervous, and but I feel like it's gonna be a good day. I don't know how I swindled this amazing woman, beautiful woman who's been by my side for so many years, and it's just great. I get a chance to get an opportunity to really make it official in front of the world and in front of God. So that's such a blessing. But why are we here today? Well, the reason why we're here today is because this is a time where I'm noticing a lot of people who are they starting to get with the movement, right? As far as they realize that they want to become an entrepreneur. They realize that they want to achieve some kind of goal or some kind of dream, and then making moves towards it. See, there used to be back in the day where people, would get excited about something and they would just start and try to do it. Well, now in the digital age, there's so many people that know that they want a goal, or they see something and they want it, but then now they overconsume. Right? Overconsumption of information, because we have information coming at us from every direction, from emails, from text messages, from we seeing things out in the stores, from bookstores, and from social media. So there's so many different ways we can consume information that now when you want to achieve something, it's easy for you to go out and get it. Well, the only problem with that now is that with all this information that's available, it's hard. It makes it hard for us to actually start and do something. So it's almost like the opposite effect. And I've really noticed myself having that sort of issue. Right? I did the Myers-Briggs personality test, and it says, hey, you love to do research, and you love to read, and you love to take notes, and you love to learn, which is good. But somebody once told me your greatest strength, and I also tell you your greatest weakness. And what I've noticed is that there can be times where if I geek out about something, right, and I want to learn a lot about it, I'll end up learning so much that I won't even get a chance to apply the information because I'm learning so much. And I remember one day that I'm on the phone, with a coach, and so I'm letting her know this, and she said, Terrell, not to be disrespectful, but let me tell you something. If you are always consuming information, right, you always learning, right, because you want to learn so much that by the time you apply it, you don't want to make any mistakes. She said, well, you're learning so much that you're never applying it. So, because the real goal, right, and you might notice for yourself too, if you're in a place where I don't feel like I'm making progress, I'm not being productive, I feel like I'm procrastinating, and I'm not moving forward how I want to move forward in whatever this project is, then you might have felt this way too, where you always feel like you have to do some more learning before you really jump in and dive in and do the thing. And I'm noticing a lot about that, a lot of comments online, people in certain conversations that I've been having with people that I've been coaching, that I've been seeing on social media. And what I really noticed about it, and me being a victim of me going through the same thing, what I've noticed is that we'll try to learn so much because we don't want to make a mistake. And that's what it really is. It's really you're afraid to make mistakes. And it might be hard to say that, and trust me, this happened to me too, and it happens to the best of us, to where we want to learn so much that we never even get to actually doing the thing that we want to do. We have to learn. It's always going to be that next book. It's always going to be that next podcast. It's always going to be that next seminar. It's always going to be that next YouTube video, right? It's always going to be that next magazine, book, whatever it is. And we can keep consuming, and we'll never get to go. So she said, not to be disrespectful, but you're afraid of not putting your work out there because you feel like you're gonna make a mistake, or you're gonna fail. But let me ask you this: what? Just gotta have my alarm on, right? But she said, let me ask you this. What is going to be worse than you not even putting it out there, right? If you're putting it out there, there's nothing that could be worse because nobody at least knows about it. Nobody knows about it. If you at least put it out there, you might not get the response that you was expecting, but you may get some response. You might have some people look at it. You might have some views. You might have it impact somebody. It might impact one person. You know, it might be somebody who might want to learn more from you, somebody who might follow you, somebody, you know, who might want to get your products, right? She said, but if you don't even put out your videos, how could that be worse? You continuously learn and not doing anything, not putting anything out. And it was interesting for me, you know. That's when the light bulb really went in my head, like, wow, like, think about it. I'm learning so much. I'm not even knowing that. Am I really afraid to put out my videos and do things, you know, and put myself out there? And if that's true, I'm learning so much because I'm afraid to put it out there. But at the end of the day, I'm actually getting a worse result because I'm learning so much and I'm not even putting it out there, so I'm not getting any response. Even if I just affected one person or changed one person's life, I had one person get an idea that they didn't get, you know, that's better than nobody doing it because I'm not even putting it out there. So hopefully this video really helped you. And if that's just the one thing that you learned is, just go out there and just do it. You gotta just get it in. And if you make mistakes, you learn, because it's gonna happen. You know, it's sort of like driving a car while you're fixing it, right? It's like every time, as you do more things, if you're an entrepreneur, as you talk to more people, as you put more videos out, as you speak to more people, or, you know, if you're doing health, you know, as you're trying to get healthier, as you do the exercises, the routines, or as you go to work and try to get better at your job and get a better skill, or whatever the case is, don't feel like you got to have all the information to keep reading and keep consuming and keep going and keep talking to people and keep doing everything. All that stuff is important, but you don't have to over consume. And I forgot where I heard it from, but they said, you know, you want to at least learn. If you know at least 40 to 70% of the information, go ahead and go do it. You know, and then just learn along the way. So if you follow Gary Vaynerchuk, he talks a lot about that too. You know, he talks about flying the plane as you build it. And that's sort of how it is. So, you know, that was really my lesson, really just getting started towards the beginning of, you know, my career in here, doing this speaking and doing that stuff. And that was really a turning point for me, and something that I always remember if I ever feel like that feeling is coming back where I'm learning too much and I'm not implementing. So make sure, just go out there, get out there, make some mistakes, get your hands dirty, and hopefully, you know, you'll find yourself learning, growing, and doing better. And you will, as you go out there and you put more things, as you put more things out there, as you put yourself out there, as you become an entrepreneur, as you get your goals and your dreams and everything, right? So as I always say, all you have to do is make every day more productive, all right? So until I see you next time, you continue to stay focused, and I'll see you next week.